afternoon and a warm welcome as always to Sunday Scott Sport. Well, only 4 senior matches managed to survive week 2 of Scotland's Big Freeze, and it would have been 6 had there not been technical hitches with the undersoil heating at both Easter Road and Hampden Park. No such problems though at Ibrox, where in the first Premier League game played in Scotland for a fortnight, Rangers and St Johnstone relished the chance to chase important points.
McPherson through the middle for Mackay, great chance for Rangers. And cleared off the line by Harvey as Clark let fly.
And later on in the programme, our own birthday tribute to the incomparable Golden Bear.
Hockey and Scotland have made it to the final of the HDM tournament in Holland. We'll have the result later. And Scott Sport's been out on the town to meet the award winners at the Skall Sportsman of the Year dinner, where Scotland's top sportspeople are rewarded for a year of achievement. And we also travelled to the top of the notorious Hahnenkamm mountain in Kitzbühel, Austria, to watch the World Cup skiers tackle the most difficult downhill track of them all.
And we begin at Ibrox, where the undersoil heating had done its work perfectly, providing an ideal surface for the players of Rangers and St Johnstone and a guaranteed match for the crowd of just over 18,000. On paper, a home banker perhaps for Rangers, but Jock Wallace would have noted that Saints had won more matches away from home than at Muirton Park. Here's the action, commentator Jock Brown.
St Johnstone kick off in their change strip, the white tops and blue shorts, Rangers in their familiar strips, and Rangers of course reaping the reward of their undersoil heating with a pitch which is in perfect condition, and that means an appreciative crowd inside Ibrox to see the only Premier Division game of the day. But the Rangers team is somewhat depleted by suspension principally. They've lost Jimmy Nicholl, Ali Dawson and Davy Cooper. They're out through suspension. And Billy Mackay's in to replace Davy Cooper, and there's young Scott Fraser playing it right back in place of Jimmy Nicholl. It's only his second first team match. Well, Jim Morton under a lot of pressure from Billy Mackay. It's a St Johnstone throw. Billy Mackay was wearing number 11 and crossing immediately over to the right flank for Rangers. There's Morton again clearing it up, looking for Brannigan up front. Morton again playing it forward. St Johnstone too have been handicapped by suspensions. They've lost Rab Kilgour, Derek Addison and Stuart Beattie. And that could mean even more pressure for their very experienced goalkeeper, Roy Baines. There he is, 33 years old, former Celtic and Morton goalkeeper. Fierce challenge from the back from John Kennedy, and it's free kick to Rangers. The referee, Mr Douglas Hope from Erskine, the brother of Kenny Hope, the FIFA referee. Mackay's cross. Dave McPherson looking for it but losing out, and a long chase on now for Andy Brannigan with young Fraser looking very confident as he clears it up. Morton and Mackay together. Here's Brannigan again. Lions for St Johnstone. Good play on the touchline from Morton, but under a lot of pressure, and Mackay took a face knock. He caught Jim Morton's boot. So a bit of anguish there for the Rangers winger, and a hold up while he has some treatment. Mackay is all right. Fraser's throw. Williamson linking up with Russell. Here's Sandy Clark. Russell again. Mackay's free on the right. Russell playing it to the far side, looking for Sandy Clark, and he's made it. 3 minutes gone. Sandy Clark puts Rangers in front. Well, it was always going to be an uphill struggle for St Johnstone with their side so badly depleted. But the goal coming from that move built up on the right. Robert Russell at the heart of it, using McCoy as a decoy on the right, flighting it to the far side. Clark going up for the header initially, and then reacting quicker than the Johnstone defence to knock the ball beyond Roy Baines. Here's Williamson. On a movement up front now for Rangers. McPherson going through the middle with Mackay. There's Jim Morton. Showing lots of determination coming through the challenge from Williamson. And this is Blair. Fraser in good position, and a very delicate error behind from Fraser. He was under a lot of pressure, the young fullback. This was very good defensive play indeed. Kept his eye on the ball, the presence of mind to steer it beyond the right hand post of Nicky Walker. St Johnstone's corner. Away by McPherson. And Walker getting his first touch of the ball in the match. Fraser just got his toe to it. It's a St Johnstone throw. Blair leaving it to young Alan Lyons. Here's Blair. Going past McAdam. And Fritz covering. Now Brannigan. Caldwell playing it wide for Ian Gibson. Lyons in good position on the left. A chance to take on Fraser. Lining up the shot. Good play from Lyons. And that will undoubtedly encourage St Johnstone. The young midfield player came off that left flank, attacked Scott Fraser, hit the shot with lots of power, just going wide of the left hand post, but that will certainly do no harm to the St Johnstone confidence. Fraser playing it short for Mackay. Morton is playing left back for St Johnstone at the moment, despite wearing a number 10. Mackay carried it behind. The goal kick to St Johnstone. Mackay trying to go past his man on the outside, just run out of space. Caldwell looking for Scott through the middle. He's covered by Fraser. Good positioning by the young fullback again. Fraser tried to get that beyond Morton, but still Rangers have possession. Russell through that crowded area in the middle of the field. Mackay, good running from Russell. But McPherson was there, so is Williamson. Baines got a fist to it. McPherson now back to Fritz as Rutherford stands the appeal for a penalty. There's Williamson. Well, a great opportunity. Goes a begging for Rangers. Bobby Williamson knows he should have done better with that cut back. The ball was played in from the left flank. A golden opportunity wasted. The tackle from McAdam on Blair. Fraser gets it away to Williamson. Now Clark needs some help on the left. There's no one there for the moment. Russell inside Morton for Williamson. This is promising for Rangers. Clark and Fritz are there in the box. There's Russell. Brilliantly struck. Well, Russell certainly enjoyed that one. 16 minutes gone. Rangers go 2 ahead. And St Johnstone are in deep trouble. Well, superbly struck goal in the end. Good build-up once again from Rangers on the right. The ball threaded through from Russell to Williamson. The high cross looking for Sandy Clark. St Johnstone defence got to it. The header wasn't decisive enough. And there was Russell meeting it on the volley and leaving Baines with no chance at all. Here's Scott. Redford didn't buy the dummy. Good tackle that from Rangers fullback. St Johnstone throw. Here's Blair, trying to find a way to the byline. Stopped by Redford. St Johnstone doing well there in midfield to win possession, but now Russell has it for Rangers. Mackay breaking on the right. Kennedy's with him. The low cross for Clark. There he goes, and referee Hope waves aside the appeal for a penalty kick. Clark can't believe it. And I have to say that Alec Caldwell appears to me to be a very lucky man indeed in defence. We see that again, Mackay going towards the dead ball line, pulling it back low and short to the near post. Clark trying to turn away from Caldwell, and that looked like a penalty kick from here. Redford stepping away from Brannigan. That's for Pritz on the left. Rutherford number 6 for St Johnstone. Just too high for McPherson. Mackay keeping it in, a difficult one for Baines. No, the ball is over for the goal kick. And once again a good build up on the left. David McPherson, despite his substantial height, he's a fully 6 feet 2 inches, but he couldn't reach that cross from Pritz. All these loose balls at the moment falling to men in blue jerseys. Here's Scott now for St Johnstone. Here's Blair. Cross ball for Lyons. Tackled by Russell, another chance for Lyons. Scott trying to control it in his chest in the box, and you have to hand it to St Johnstone for their determination to keep playing creative football out of midfield. Lyons at the heart of much of it. Once again though, St Johnstone have possession. A goal for the Perth men just before the interval would certainly change the whole complexion of the match. But it's with McClellan for Rangers. Russell finding McPherson. First time pass back to Russell from McClellan. McPherson making space for Mackay with that little forward sprint. Williamson teeing it up for McPherson. That was well set up by Rangers. A good move stemming from the right. Mackay doing well to pull the ball back to the dead ball line. Williamson trying to set it up for McPherson, and the shot just a couple of feet wide. Mackay on the touchline, taking on McVicker. Excellent cross. Clark was there. Well, that'll certainly encourage Billy Mackay, that run and cross. Clark setting it up now for Pritz, but the half-time whistle is gone. The move is stopped in full flow by referee Douglas Hope. Rangers depart with a 2-goal lead. The first score in just 3 minutes by Sandy Clark. For the man who did the real damage in the goal-scoring sense was Robert Russell. He set up the first with the flighted cross to the head of Sandy Clark initially. Clark won the ball on the deck and knocked it beyond Roy Baines. And then Russell in 16 minutes with that stunning volley, which has made the first half a very comfortable one for Rangers, who thoroughly deserve their half-time 2-goal lead.
There's nowhere else to go. If the weather's gonna make you slow, just take it one chunk at a time. If the outlook isn't good, if it isn't moving like it should, just take it one chunk at a time. If someone doesn't understand, if you can lend a helping hand, you'll be one chunk at a time, one chunk at a time.
What's this, Harry?
That's Tenant Special, lad.
Okay, we'll give it a try.
special, Tennant special.
Tennant special. That's all right.
Tennant special. We think you'll like it.
You know, you can come across some funny old partnerships. There's the George and Dragon, the Dog and Duck, and even the Punch and Judy. But there's one double act that gets on famously everywhere. A pint and Castella. A Castella cigar, long and cool, smooth and mellow. Wherever there's a friendly pub, you'll find a pint and Castella. Get 'em together.
The happiest holidays begin at Thomas Cook, don't they, Oliver?
Don't just book it, Thomas Cook it.
The man on the right has asked for a test drive in one of the new 84 Metros. But what he doesn't know is the driver is Tony Pond, and he races Metros for a living. Now just watch as Tony demonstrates a couple of the improvements to this year's model. New low-profile TD tyres and wheels for better cornering. A new steering position for a more relaxing, comfortable drive. So, now he's been taken for a spin, what's he think of it? Well, how do you like the new Metro? I don't believe it. The new 84 Metros. Driving is believing.
If you buy a new car elsewhere, you'll miss out on the great Carmichael deal. Go for it now at Carmichael, Edinburgh, Falkirk and Stirling.
Last time Rangers tasted defeat in the league was way back on the 12th of November when Jock Wallace was in charge the first time at Aberdeen, and now looks as though that record will be continued. With all these matches off in Scotland, a lot of representatives from other clubs here at the match, and among a lot of the managers here is Jim McLean of Dundee United, who's just behind the spectator sitting down, moving along there with his coach Walter Smith at his right hand side. Fritz wins the corner kick off Ian Gibson, and immediately Don McClellan and Colin McAdam make their way forward from the back to add their substantial presence to the Ranger attack. Played in by Fritz. McAdam coming for it. Well, he was very determined indeed attacking the ball, Colin McAdam, but he couldn't get direction into the header. The man coming on is Jerry Harvey, replacing Alec Caldwell. Well, at Redford playing it through, it's cut off by Rutherford. Flag goes up on the far side. The header from McAdam. Mackay beaten by Kennedy. There's McPherson. To the middle for Mackay, great chance for Rangers. And cleared off the line by Harvey as Clark let fly. Harvey's first contribution to the match to clear that one up. Well, the St Johnstone defence completely at sea. That ball went through the middle, leading Billy Mackay with a straight sprint through on Roy Baines. Baines advancing, forcing Mackay wide. Clark let fly with a shot, and there was Harvey to clear the ball from the empty goal. Williamson steering the ball away from Harvey. Supported by Pritz. The out-swinging cross. Thumped away by McVicker. Now Russell back to McClellan. McClellan again. Clark battling for it with Kennedy. Here's Mackay. Testing the pace of Don McVicker. An excellent cross. Well, Williamson got his head to it, but he couldn't get up high enough to direct it downwards.